All right, Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha HaKodash. Double honors unto the elder high priest that taught my elder apostles. Double honors unto my elder apostles and elder bishops at Great Millstone, or GMS. Peace and blessings unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Atazari from the Great Millstone, Houston. And I came across this video. A brother had shared this, okay? And this took place in Brazil, okay? Is, a replica of the Statue of Liberty, okay? And I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna cut the sound down just to show what happens. But during the storm, the wind, the tempest blew it over, okay? Which is a omen. All right, let me play it right fast. Let me cut it down. Fair use, I'm not making any money off of this. So let me do this. Turn it down. All right. Okay, as you can see, it's already leaning, okay, because of the wind. And there she goes, okay, which again is an omen. All right. Now, just so happened you catch McDonald's in the back shot, okay, which is also representative of Babylon the Great, okay, the diet of the average American, okay, obesity is out of control, okay, the majority of people in America can't do 10 freaking push-ups, man. That's insane. That is insane, okay, but all of that is symbolic. It's symbolic, or it's an omen of Esau Edom's power structure, okay, going bye-bye. All right, now let's do this. I'll just pause it. Okay, I like it about right there. That's perfect. She's on her head, or he's on her head, whatever it is, okay? Because remember, this is Babylon the Great, man, the land of great confusion. Now, I had the word omen pulled up on the online etymology, okay? This is omen. It says to give indication of the future. You see? Excuse me. All right. To give indication of the future, from omen, related, omened. All right. The Latin verb omenere, all right, or omenere, if I'm pronouncing that right, meant to know or tell from omens, to predict. Okay. So it's a sign, okay, of things to come, and ultimately a thing to come, which is Babylon the Great being totally annihilated. Okay, this place is going to be done away with. Okay, it's going to be most desolate. Okay, and all right, and I got a couple of scriptures. All right, and this is just a quick hit. All right, and we're going to go first to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and we'll start at verse 7. It reads, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that made all the earth drunken. Okay, the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. Okay, and you can clearly see Esau Edom's influence throughout the world. Okay, his so-called democracy. All right, his so-called religion. All right, which stems back to so-called Christianity. Okay, the fact that he spreads this philosophy, okay, and the nations take it in thinking it's a good thing, okay, and then their nations start to turn out like Babylon the Great, and then they get upset. Well, what did you think? I mean, this is the result of following after Esau, Babylon the Great, the land of great confusion. You see? It say the nations have drunken of her wine, her philosophies, therefore the nations are mad. Absolutely, they're mad. Okay? It reads, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Okay? And at this, there's no fixing, okay, what the Most High is going to tear down or is tearing down. Okay? It reads, matter of fact, let me get it right here in my scriptures. It reads, let me start back at verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Okay? Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Okay? Those nations are also crazy. Okay? And it causes confusion. Okay? Hence the term or the name Babylon. That's what Babylon means. Okay? It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, right? But she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven. Yes. And is lifted up even to the skies. Okay? Now let me get a precept. All right. Let's go to the book of Nahum, chapter 3. All right. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, and I'm going to read verse 1. All right. And the heading reads, Miserable Ruin of Nineveh. This is modern day Nineveh. Okay. It's another one of those dark sands. Okay. Which the majority of the people can't get it. Okay. Because the Most High don't, and I mean Israelites, can't get it. Okay. 2/3 of our people can't get this understanding. Okay. This is Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. Okay. And we are the prey. Okay. Now I'm going to jump. Okay. Because it says, woe to the bloody city. And that's how this city was established. America, Babylon the Great. Okay. It was established by blood and is all full of lies and robberies. Just like that statue. It represents exactly that. Okay. The Statue of Liberty. Okay. Yeah, you get liberties over here. Okay. To be rebellious against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. That's the number one liberty. Okay. It says, it is all full of lies and robbery. Thinking that you're free is a lie. Okay. Robbery. Whew, boy, where do you start and stop? Get a job. Get paid. You're robbed. Who are you? Robbed. Okay. True history, robbed of it. And given Esau's wine. Okay. Let me jump to verse 19. Nahum 3:19. It reads, there is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous. All that hear the bruit of thee. Okay. And that's not a common word amongst our people. When you look at the word bruit, it simply means the report, the rumor. Okay. So when they hear the bruit of thee, what happened? Okay. It says, all that hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee, for upon whom had not thy wickedness passed continually? Absolutely. Since the founding of this place, man. Okay. Who haven't you affected? You create problems in other countries. You disrupt governments. Okay. You set up coups. Okay, you put out a lie that the standing government is wicked or not right towards the people, and you put a puppet leader in. And there's so many examples. Okay. Upon whom had not thy wickedness passed continually? And that's what all this place promotes is wickedness. Okay? That's all this place promotes is wickedness. You can watch a family come from another country they'll still hold on to their traditional values, whatnot, women being women, the men being men, and the children in obedience. Then you see the whole family come. You see the father and the mother. You might have a mother-in-law, right? She's got on the dress, blase blah, with her head covered, okay? But then you'll see his wife. She'll have her head covered, but she'll be wearing pants. Then you see the daughter. She's totally Americanized. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. And then they drunk. And then what happens? Confusion. Daughter gets turned out or whatever. She lives the life of a typical American female, which is a life of whoredoms. The majority of the women here in Babylon the Great are whores. Okay? Only ones that's probably not is the ones that's virgins right now. Okay? So, how many women you know that have only been with one man? Slim to nil. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Because that's what this place promotes. Okay? Whoredoms in all fashions. Okay? So, Lord willing, this was edifying, and I'm going to close. All right? And I'm going to say shalom on to the next.